Gensler says stay tuned on U.S. Second's decision on ETH ETF. The second faces a Thursday deadline for at least one of the spot Ether ETF applications it's reviewing. Washington, D.C., U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission Chair Gary Gensler declined on Thursday to preview his agency's decision on Ether ETH exchange-traded funds ETFs, though he advised observers to stay tuned. Though he reiterated that the court decision on ETFs had caused his agency to pivot in its thinking, when asked by CoinDesk on Thursday about what the agency is preparing to do in response to the specific applications on this much-anticipated crypto decision, he largely demurred. "I don't have anything on this particular filing," Gensler said outside an investment company institute event in Washington. "We do it within the law and how the courts interpret the law. And that's what I'm deeply committed to," he said after having noted on stage at the event that the agency had responded to the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals decision rejecting the second's approach towards spot Bitcoin BTC ETFs earlier this year. The second, after weeks of limited engagement, asked exchanges supporting spot Ether ETF applications to refile their 19.4 forms with universal language earlier this week. Those forms were submitted to the second by Tuesday, and the exchanges began publishing them online that night. The second also appears to have begun engaging with the would-be issuers themselves, as companies like Fidelity and Grayscale filed updated S1 forms this week. The second has to make a final decision on at least one spot Ether ETF application by the end of the day Thursday. Based on these forms, it appears the second is uncomfortable with the idea that Ether ETF issuers might stake any assets. Industry participants previously told CoinDesk that while the second's moves this week don't guarantee approval of the ETFs, they make it more likely that the ETFs will be approved. The D.C. Circuit took a different view, and we took that into consideration and pivoted, Gensler said on Thursday. Gensler also reiterated Thursday that his agency would keep working on its opposition to the crypto bill that passed the House of Representatives on Wednesday. "We'll continue to engage," he said. "It's just a field where the token operators, without prejudging any one of them, aren't making the disclosures that investors really could benefit from and are required by law. We've seen leaders in this field find themselves on a pathway to jail or extradition," he added. And when asked about Congress seeking to reverse his agency's crypto accounting policy, Staff Accounting Bulletin No. 121 SAB 121, he argued that the agency meant it as guidance at a time when failing crypto firms were having to treat customer assets the same as their own in bankruptcy. The crypto that these companies have said they took as custody actually because part of the bankruptcy estate, Gensler said. "That's what we were addressing back in 2022, he added, saying it was just an accounting bulletin.